but I told you, I think, that I went to the cemetery. I told you both that I went to the cemetery. And when I was pouring out my heart and just sharing like I do on my YouTube videos and offering to whatever sentient beings were listening and a way to entrust to Amida and just talking about my life experience. And I made it clear, I said, I'm not pushing this on anyone. I'm not proselytizing. I'm just sharing with you what Amida has done for me, how he has saved me. And when that happened, and Joshua, you said that we cannot be attacked by other spirits, but I do feel like there were maybe some demons that might have been pissed off or something, because all of a sudden, these swarms, not a big swarm, but a kind of like a bunch of winged termites started lighting on me. They started flying and landing on me. And these were like queens and drones, termites looking to build a nest. And I'm like, well, what is this? You know, is this, are they here to hear the Dharma too? Is this some retaliation from some spirit who wants to hold maybe other spirits in this graveyard in ignorance? Maybe they don't want these other spirits to hear this message. I mean, what do you think it is? What do you think, too?
It might be both. I mean, it might be some guys, you know, who would not like others to hear, but it might be just beings of lower vibration. Let's call it like this, because I can't find another word. Of lower vibration who came near to you just to listen or to be there. And this, when you are in the presence of these guys, you might not feel good. Why? Not because they want to attack you, but because their vibration is lower than yours.
Okay.
So, it's like going in a room where there is no fresh air. You know, you will feel bad.
That's what it felt like, actually. Yes, that's what it felt like.
You will feel bad, not because of you or because the beings who live in that room attack you, but because this is their place and this is their vibration.
Yes.
So you might.
That makes sense.
Yes, you might have.
Because I felt kind of like I did when I lived in the house of my parents, and that would make sense because that was a very, very low energy vibration place. I didn't feel like I was being attacked because I was very respectful and, you know, I wasn't threatening in any way or trying to control or preach in any way, just sharing. And I made that very clear. And I said, when I left, I said, okay, just to be safe, I was like, okay, I'm leaving. Please do not follow me and go to the light of Amida. Don't follow me because I don't do drama, you know, with any sentient beings. And I said that. But that makes sense. That answers my question. I guess they can't help to breathe their energy in your area when they're listening.
Yes. For example, one night I had a very impressive dream that I was in a lower realm and I was preaching the Dharma to the beings there, and I was saying Nembutsu constantly, but I was moving very slow because it was like I was in a march. You know, it was very slow moving because the air in that place was very dense. It was very hard for me to move. But I continually said Nembutsu and told to those beings to entrust to Amida. And yes, they were also cold a touch when I tried to touch them and say Nembutsu to them. But anyway, that is because of that realm. Yes.
I hear on those videos, people will actually say, it's like the air was sucked out. I feel like claustrophobic. And that's actually what I felt like at one point. It was like, it was weird. It was weird.
Yes.
Like that.
It depends what kind of beings come there. If beings that are on the higher level, you will feel different. It depends. But no matter what you feel, when you try to help these beings, it doesn't matter what you feel. All that matters is that you focus on what you are saying and on your wish to help. That is all that matters.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I said, I am not judging anyone because I'm an idiot. I'm a spiritual idiot. And it is not me that is of any use or power. I said, it's Amida Buddha that helps me. And I am just sharing with you that love and appreciation I have for Amida Buddha. And if you entrust yourself to Amida Buddha, wish to be born in his pure land of ultimate bliss and peace, and say his name in faith and gratitude, you will, Amida will bring you to his land.
Yes.
Pure land of peace.
It's good to use your own words, because words means thoughts and states and feelings, and they can understand this thoughts.
Glad I went there.
Yes. So it's very good to use your own words. Yes.
That was it. That answers my question.
Yes. Good.
Can I just ask you to describe that again, Sensei? So it's the condition, like if you encounter that kind of, those kind of beings or that kind of realm, it feels. Could you describe it again? How you.
The realm in my dream.
No, when you first answered Joshin's question, yeah.
I was saying that the reason he felt like that, it's not actually because people attacked him, but because the people he tried to help, he felt the vibrations, the lower vibration of the people he tried to help. So those things have a lower vibration. So he felt their world, their vibration. This is what he felt. It's like going into a room without fresh air, and some beings live there for 3 days without fresh air. When you go there, it will smell bad. You will not feel comfortable. It is not because those people try to attack you, but because you enter their area, and their area is like that, you know.
Yeah, that makes sense. That definitely makes sense.
I had you might feel, if you go to various haunted places, you might feel something awkward. It's not because they attack you, but because it's their place. You enter their vibrational area. You know?
Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, both what you both said actually makes a lot of sense.
So we cannot be attacked. We are protected by Amida and those that serve Amida, the protectors. They cannot follow us to our homes and haunt us or make our lives a living hell. You said that.
I don't care if they follow me at home. I want them to be always with me. Because if they are always with me, they can always hear me saying Nembutsu and teaching and saying Nembutsu. So
I
don't get that. I actually tell them do what they want with me. You know, I think this attitude is better. If you feel I am useful, and if you feel that what you learn from me it's good, then use it. You know, so I don't care. Be with me or don't be with me. I don't care.
Oh, good. That's better. Yes.
It does make
other people in other religions try to what is the English word? Try to
control them.
Yes, expel them, or there is another better word in Christianity.
Cast them out.
Yes.
A Pentecostal word.
There is a ritual of
exorcism.
Exorcism. They try to exercise them. But in our religion, we don't do that because we don't want to harm them. We don't feel attacked by them. So we simply teach them the Dharma. Yes.
It's changed my whole attitude about the whole thing once I started entrusting, truly entrusting, because before that, I definitely was attacked. They did not want me to. I think it must have been Mara's, because they did not want me to. There was a lot of different experiences I had over the years, and in dreams too. In dreams where, and this hasn't happened since I started, truly entrusting. But they used to. I'd have this experience where I wouldn't see anything, but I could feel them trying to come on me and literally attack me. And in my dream, I would just like cry out. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Sometimes I would say, Namo Amida Buddha, or, something along that line, or say Amida's name, but it was terrifying. It was, it's hard to describe. I could just feel like it was just this presence coming at me. It hasn't happened since, like not once. And that was a sort of recurring dream I would have before I entrusted. And also just things that they would do before I really entrusted was they really, things to confuse my mind. I mean, I could do that plenty myself. Yeah. I could do that, myself just fine. But they would definitely, I just know there's times where they would definitely take advantage of that, and try to really mess me up. And that, again, that hasn't happened since. And my whole attitude's changed about it too. Like, I feel like I want to be helpful if I can to them, instead of feeling, I would always I'd always say these things like, I would always say things like, you do not have my consent. You do not have permission. You are not invited into my world. Like these things I used to say to them when I could sense their presence. Now I'm just like, yeah, I'm like, hey, hey, you want to talk about, I could tell you about the Amida Dharma if you want, or I could just say Namutsu, or, yeah, it's funny. It's totally different. My whole attitude about it is totally, totally different. It's really funny. And it's so much more normal now, to think about these. Whereas before it was like a fascination, and, and I still have that, obviously, with Buddhist cosmology, but it's more just almost normalized. I don't know how to say that. And I don't see them as these, horrible, beings that could attack me or hurt me or whatever. I just see them as, yeah, that's another realm. And, and I can talk about the Amida Dharma to them, or think about the Amida Dharma to them, or, say Nambutsu, and not have to worry. And it's good for that, like I don't have to worry about me anymore, kind of thing. See what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Other people, when they see a lot of spirits, there is a problem here. Let's do a ritual to expel them. But we Jodo Shinshu people, many spirits, good. That's a good opportunity to teach. The more, the better. The more, the better.
It's very true. It's so true. It's so funny. It's like, yeah, bring it on. I mean, when you hear the sutras, you hear this, when you hear the description of who was present,
yes, when
the Buddha was teaching, and you'd have like every realm would be represented, especially in the Pure Land Sutras and the Lotus Sutra. Like every realm, every, just about every, species from every realm was represented in some way. And I just think that's Buddhism. Buddhism isn't, and Joshin was talking about this in one of our past videos, the total compassion, the unconditional compassion of Buddhism for all beings. Like it's not, especially in the Amida Dharma, it's, it doesn't matter what realm you're from, it doesn't matter what state you're in, the light is there for you, of Amida is there for you. And Buddhism, you're welcome in Buddhism.
Yes.
Anyway.
And other spirits, spirits can harm you, or if your door is open, thieves can come in, for example, but in our case, the door to our heart, the door to our mind is protected by Amida Buddha. So they can't enter there to do harm, So, there are other ways that you can stop spirits from harming you. For example, if you are very virtuous, if you have a lot of virtues, spirits can't harm you, because they actually, evil spirits actually use the evil inside you to harm you, because this is the way to harm you. No? So also, if you have a deep understanding of emptiness, also spirits can't harm you, and in our case, it's just because we trust to Amida. This is why they can't harm us. So, and
makes sense.
We in Buddhism, we don't. Our goal in Buddhism is not to destroy beings and not to destroy evil spirits, but to transform evil spirits into persons of enlightenment. This is our goal, to transform, not to destroy. We never search to this. We never seek to destroy beings, but to transform them. This is why we don't tell them go away. We don't judge them. We just want to help them.
Yeah, definitely.
If you want to destroy a spirit and harm him, he will become more aggressive. But in our case, we don't seek war with them. We just want to help. Yes.
Yeah, we're just like another being, like they are in samsara, stuck in samsara. Stuck in this mind state, stuck in samsara. And they're stuck in a different mind state. But we're just fellow beings. That's kind of how I see it now. We're fellow sentient beings. That you're stuck in another realm. I'm stuck in this one.
Our rims.
Here's the way I am.
Our rims get together. So also, when I go to the mountains or in the nature, I am very respectful to everybody there, because they actually live there. That is their place. It's like entering somebody's house. There are a lot of gods of nature there, or Bhuma Devas, inferior types of devas who live in trees and in the mountains, and so on. So you have to be respectful. If you are respectful, if you don't do any harm to the waters, to the mountains, to the nature, to the trees, to the rocks, and you are just respectful and saying Nembutsu, many beings there will look fondly on you, and they might be influenced.
Yeah. It always makes me think, wow, when I hear about like people hunting, looking for Sasquatch.
Yes.
I think you probably don't want to be doing that. Or the way people's attitudes when they go into nature. It's just, I just think you probably don't want to be entering with that attitude, because there's so much more there that you have no understanding of, and and that's it's just not the way you want to approach it.
Also, when I hear words like conquering a mountain, we conquer the Himalayas. What the fuck is that? What do you want to conquer? You were just welcomed into the Himalayas,
Yes.
If a god of if a Bhuma Deva living there in Himalaya wants to kill you, he can kill you. Many people died in Himalaya. What did you conquer? So we are not at war with beings and with nature and with anybody. We are not at war. This is not a place to conquer anything. That's a delusion.
They say Mount Everest is covered with bodies of people who tried to conquer Mount Everest.
Yep.
And they can't get to them. They're markers now. Their body is just covered with bodies.
Yes. So let's be humble and grateful when we.
Yes.
That's the best attitude.
Yeah.
Good. So.
Definitely.
So if I make that a regular thing to go to a cemetery and do what I did, that's a good thing, right?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yes. As I always said, you can use the instructions in the book of liturgies, or you can simply, as I also said in that book, or you can simply speak honestly in your mind or a little louder so that you can focus with other beings, encouraging them to entrust to Amida. You choose. You choose.
Good.
Yes.
I shall.
But always do it without the camera. Never with the
Oh,
camera.
no, I didn't bring the camera because you said that makes you focus on your ego and trying to get a film. And
You are not honest when you use the camera,
Yeah.
That's an intimate.
It's a very positive thing.
Try to create an intimate relation between you and the beings there. It's so that they feel that you are there for them, not for the public. For the later you can talk about your experiences.
Report it. Yeah, that's what I said to Joshin that the other day we were talking that what I'm going to do from now on, instead of recording it while I'm doing it, I'm just going to go to those places and do whatever I'm going to do there, and then later on report what I said or what happened or whatever. Yeah. But also instead of
when you interpret what you experience, try to use the Dharma so that people can understand. Like for example, how we did here, when we explained that it's not that they actually attack us, but that is their lower vibration and so on. Because you enter into another area. Our areas and their areas are I don't know how to say it in English, intermingle or they coexist.
Overlapping.
Yes, our world and the spirit world, the world of the hungry ghosts intermingle. Also, our world and the world of the Bhuma Devas, or the inferior gods who may live in cities, in trees and forests. Yes, there are such types of beings. I will give you links to my new explanations of the gods and the hungry ghosts. I have more data there, more information, and more passages. I will give you after the discussion.
Okay.
Excellent. Yeah, thank you.